Determinations of flash and fire point of bitumen by Cleveland open cup apparatus as per IS 1448 Part 69. Introduction. The flash point of the bituminous binder is defined as the lowest temperature at which application of a test flame causes the vapors of the binders to catch a momentarily fire in the form of flash under specified conditions. The fire point is defined as the lowest temperature at which application of a test flame causes the binder material to ignite and burn at least for 5 seconds under specified test conditions. The temperature at which such behavior occurs is found to differ for different types and grades of bituminous binders. In order to eliminate fire hazards during heating, mixing or application, it is necessary to restrict the process well below these critical temperatures. Cleveland open cup apparatus determines these critical temperatures. This test method is applicable to all petroleum products with flash point above 79 degrees Celsius and below 400 degrees Celsius. Apparatus. The apparatus consists of a test cup, heating plate with temperature regulator and test flame applicator, thermometer ASTM 11C or IP28C having temperature range of -6 degrees Celsius to 400 degrees Celsius is required to carry out the test. The test cup is made of brass with insulating handle. The inside diameter of a cup is between 63 to 64 mm. The outside diameter of the cup is between 67.5 mm to 69 mm. The filling mark is between 9 mm to 10 mm from the top of the cup. The inside height of the cup is between 32.5 mm to 34 mm. The heating plate is of sufficient dimensions and material to ensure that the thermal heat to the test cup is only applied to the bottom of the test cup. The heater is controlled by suitable energy regulator. The device for applying the test flame is having a tip of 1.6 mm in diameter, having an orifice of approximately 0.8 mm plus or minus 0.05 mm diameter. The device for operating the test flame applicator is swinged left to right and right to left in 150 mm radius, which is maximum 2 mm above the plane of the rim of the test cup. The bead having a diameter of 3.2 mm to 4.8 mm is mounted on the apparatus so that the size of the test flame can be compared. Procedure. Clean the brass cup with appropriate solvent and dry in the open flame or hot plate or hot air oven. Cool the cup to a point at least 56 degrees Celsius below the expected flash point before using. Now, the test cup is filled with the sample up to the filling line. The surface of the sample should be free from air bubbles. The thermometer is suspended in a vertical position in thermometer clip. Light the test flame and adjust it to a diameter of 3.2 to 4.8 mm to the size of comparison bead. On the regulator, apply the heat initially with the rate of rise up to 5 degrees Celsius to 17 degrees Celsius per minute. When test temperature is approximately 56 degrees Celsius below the expected flash point. Decrease the heat so that rate of rise of temperature during the last 28 degrees Celsius before the flash point is 5 to 6 degrees Celsius per minute. Apply the test flame when the temperature of the test specimen is approximately 28 degrees Celsius below the expected flash point. Thereafter, at every rise of 2 degrees Celsius, pass the test flame across the center of the test cup at right angle to the diameter which passes through the thermometer. The test flame is moved in a horizontal plane having an arc of at least 150 mm and not more than 2 mm above the upper edge of the cup. The flash point is taken as the temperature read on the thermometer when a flash first appears at any point on the surface of the sample. After determining the flash point, the heating is continued at the rate of rise of 5 to 6 degrees Celsius per minute. An application of test flame is continued, and when the sample ignites for minimum period of 5 seconds, at that instance temperature indicated on the thermometer is noted as fire point of the sample. Calculations. Observe and record the ambient barometric pressure at the time of test. Apply the correction when pressure differs from the 760 mm of Hg. Apply the correction as shown. Corrected flash point or fire point is equal to C plus 0.033 into bracket 760 minus P, where C is equal to observed flash point or fire point in degrees Celsius and P is equal to ambient barometric pressure in mm of Hg. Reporting. Report the result as COC flash point or fire point. The result of duplicate tests shall not differ by more than as shown in table. Precautions. The test shall not be carried out in laboratory hood or at any other location where air drought occurs. During the last 17-degree rise in temperature prior to the flash point, care shall be taken to avoid disturbing the vapors in the test cup by careless movements or breathing near the cup. The sample into the cup should be filled up to the fill line. Excess sample should be removed by pipette or other device. If the sample is found on the outside of the apparatus, empty the cup, clean again and refill it. If any air bubble is found on the surface of the sample, discard the test. Sample may be heated until it is reasonably fluid before being poured into the cup. However, temperature during heating shall not exceed 56 degrees Celsius below the probable flash point. All the safety and health precautions are required to be followed before conducting the test. Thank you. Wishing you an accurate testing.